Welcome back to NorCal Disc Golf, your home of disc golf in Northern California. I'm Peter Beckwith, and I'm joined by Scotty Kile and Ryan Dickson.
What's going on, guys?
Yeah, how's it going, everybody?
And we're back at the 2017 Taylor Mountain Ice Bowl for the final 9 holes. And we want to thank our sponsors, the Cooperage, Barrowville Brewing Company, and also Upper Park Designs. Please use the coupon code to save 5% on all Upper Park purchases. Special thanks to Richard Gustin and Steve Hill and all of these sponsors for the event. Play It Again Sports and Underrated Disc Golf. Also want to thank the UFOs Disc Golf Club, all the players that signed up. It was a blast. And of course, George Houston for all of his hard work doing the scorecards and doing all the things at the table. And here's our featured card, James Proctor, negative 13, 1023 rated player.
We got Daniel Burroughs, negative 8, 940 rated player.
Dallas Albright, 7, negative 9.
And our leader, Scotty Kile, negative 19, 993 rated player.
We got Ryan Dickson, negative 12, 982 rated player.
And this is the score from the hole number 9 as we go into the final 9 holes at Taylor Mountain. And here we are. We're going to be on hole number 10, 216-foot downhill blind shot.
Don't go too far.
And if you go too far, you're going to end down the hill on hole 7.
Scotty's shooting for 9 birdies in a row.
So I don't even know where that went. And there's Burroughs. But yeah, coming off of 8 birdies in a row, 6-shot lead. Let's see if he can close it out.
About 80 feet in front of me.
Looks like Dallas has a pretty good shot.
And here's Proctor throwing a nice little hyzer. So if you can see the telephone pole, the hole's about 15 feet to the left of that.
I threw mine too far to the right.
Oh, wow. And there's the tee box on 11. You can see.
I might have thrown it 40 feet instead of 80.
Did it slip out of your hand?
I was just really nervous. We just went through over the scores, and then you got to talk about course records and said birdie so many holes in a row. And
Yeah,
we had a little bit of a break, and I just knocked myself out.
I think Proctor tried to ice you. Oh,
Basket beater.
that was a really nice putt. Just off the front of the basket. And here's Burroughs for a 2.
And basket beater.
And here's Proctor, and he's got to get something going here on the back nine.
Nice putt, James.
And it starts off with a huge downhill birdie putt.
That's awesome. Dallas gets a deuce.
Yeah, that's a great putt for Dallas.
And I'm pretty sure this tree that I'm right in front of saved me both my first round and my second round.
Yeah,
That putt.
there's a nice cleanup. So Proctor gets one back, and it's now a 5-shot lead. And Dallas with getting a stroke on Ryan there for a third. Hole number 11, 381 feet, and this is the signature hole at Taylor Mountain. This is a beautiful hole.
Rip it and rip it.
Something overstable because there's always going to be wind on this. You don't want to turn over.
This is definitely notorious for throwing something maybe understable and just sailing way to the right. And Dallas and Proctor did that in the opening videos.
Yeah, it looks like Proctor corrected through a beautiful straight shot, probably with his enforcer.
And this is one of the longest holes on the course. This and, of course, 18, which plays uphill.
Dallas did a great shot also.
Here's Scotty. What are you throwing right here?
Throwing my enforcer, and I just, my reaction off the keypad, I didn't even throw it nearly hard enough.
Well, like you said, nerves are settling in. You looked at the scorecard, and all of a sudden that 6-shot lead got a little bit tighter.
Yeah.
And Burroughs going a little bit to the right, a little bit more than he wanted.
It's easy to do on this hole. After I watched Dan, I grabbed a little more overstable of the disc and put as hard as, pretty hard, not as hard as I can, pretty hard.
Oh, that's a pretty good shot, Ryan. You're right in there.
No, he's parked.
CTP.
And here's Scotty for a birdie.
They're looking at about a 60, 70 footer uphill. Right over the top.
And that's going to be a little bit short on his upshot, and Daniel's going to have this for par.
To get over to the right on this hole, it's a tricky upshot.
Yeah, and he just missed it. Here's Dallas for a birdie.
Putt.
And he got it. It's a huge putt for Dallas. And here's Proctor.
Putting in a deuce.
Yeah, and that's another stroke. So that's 2 strokes and 2 holes. And it's now a 4-shot lead.
There's Ryan with his CTP on that hole, tapping in his birdie.
Yeah, really nice birdie for Ryan. And there's a tap in for Daniel. And there's a Russ sighting. And Scotty tapping in for par. And never a doubt. So a Burroughs with the bogey and 3 birdies for Albright. And there's the score as Proctor gets closer. Now a 4-shot lead. And we go into hole number 12, 285 feet. And this hole last year, Jacob Tupper hit a hole in one.
Tupper's a good player. This used to be his home course. Scotty slipped on this hole in his first round. Looks like Proctor's about to park it. I'm going to probably do the same.
And here's Ryan. And Ryan, is this a hyzer shot?
Of course it is. I think I'm throwing an H1.
The blind hole, you can just step off to the path about 5 feet and see the basket though.
Yeah, the basket is tucked in behind the log a little bit, right on the left-hand side. And Scotty, what are you using?
Throwing my spot thus far. Didn't slip on this one. Off the top of the basket.
You can actually hear that. It hit the top of the basket.
And then rolled
Just
25 feet.
Yeah, when you get a 4-shot lead and you hit the basket, he's trying to seal it right here. And Burroughs with a nice hyzer.
The wind picked up on this one also. Like a tailwind putt for us right now. The wind's heading towards the water tanks.
And here's Dallas for a 2 over the log. Let's see if he can get it. Oh, just off the top of the basket. And here's Burroughs for a birdie. Oh, and he just glided and kept gliding right past it. And I believe Proctor went over there, and we're going to see him putting a little bit. And now you have the window shot, Ryan. This is a difficult putt.
I do have the window shot, and there's quite a bit of headwind coming at me right now.
Wow, look at that. You're almost doing the splits on this putt. Technical difficulty.
And right over the top. Not what I wanted to do. A tough 25-foot comeback putt.
Yeah, it's a tester.
Get beater.
And that's a tough one. And so this is where, Scotty, this is where you rolled after you hit the basket.
Yeah, and then top left, the wind kind of grabbed my disc. I wasn't very happy with that putt.
So you went from hitting the basket to a par. Never fun.
No, I was pretty disappointed with that. I'd rather not hit the basket and right there.
And there's Proctor again for birdie. So what was a 6-shot lead is now turned into 3. And here comes Proctor.
The blood in the waters, and he smells it.
Yeah, this is like Jaws. And it's going to get interesting. And a couple tap-ins, and there's Russ again following the lead card. You can see Ryan with the bogey, and he is dropped back to 12 under par. 1 shot back is Albright, and we have some bonus coverage.
Dale Dennett, lefty.
Dale Dennett from Napa. But he just moved. I believe he moved to Middletown?
Lake County.
Lake County, yeah. And I actually don't know who this is. He's from, I think, Sacramento area. He's got a great shirt, Supreme Flight. Look him up, supremeflight.com. They have some nice discs, but this was actually a crush. And great hyzer, and I think he might have hit the pin.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that looked pretty close.
And here's Kenny Glassman, who you got to see on the first video on the chase card. Kenny with a nice hyzer. And this is Lance Langren, also from Napa. Lance is a really good player. I think, Ryan, have you played Lance before?
I've played with Lance quite a few times. We have a lot of similar shots. He has a little better sidearm, but really good player.
And this is somebody who you might remember from an old school video a long time ago, Mark Tennyson. And we're on hole number 13, 351 feet downhill with OB on the left. And here's Proctor, and he's got it to a 3-shot lead. And let's see what he can do. And he went back to the forehand.
And a hyzer in a little too early. He had about left it short, 60-footer.
Yeah, he's got a long putt. And here's Dallas going with a crush.
Looks like he's on that X1 again.
Yeah, but he's going to be a little bit short. And Scotty, what are you going with here?
I'm going big hyzer, far right as I can, get up in there, and then let it come back down.
Now, were you aiming at the tree on the right?
Yeah, I was aiming at the trees in the background on the right. I threw it way in there, hard as I can. Wanted to come down just knife. I just threw it a little too far right.
And this might be the shot of the round. Burroughs, righty, switches it up and goes lefty backhand.
And parks it.
And puts it within like 6 feet.
That was awesome.
I did not suspect he was going to do that, but that was a great shot. And Ryan back to his thumbers.
Playing a safe shot. That's a little short.
And here's Proctor. A big birdie putt. Oh,
on fire.
In dead center. And he's running all the way to the hole.
The thoughts running in my mind right now.
And here's Ryan. And just passed it.
A little high.
And here's Dallas. Dallas didn't have a bad shot. He just didn't get any kind of a skip down towards the basket.
I think it's too muddy out there. You can see my disc tombstoned up there.
But when you bang a shot like that, you don't need a skip. Huge putt for Dallas. Here's Scotty to maintain the lead.
Oh, the top basket beater.
Another stroke. So down to 2 strokes. And Proctor is just pouring it on at this point.
Second par.
Yeah, great par for Ryan. He did that, so...
And here's Daniel.
And here's Daniel's lefty backhand birdie.
CTP.
I did not know Dan had that shot.
Yeah, this is a little tap in. And he got it. So a big birdie. So Dallas ties Ryan for third, and Proctor is down 2 at -17. Now we're on to hole number 14, 291 feet uphill. Probably plays more like 300. But now it's a 2-stroke lead, so let's see if Proctor can fight 2 more strokes off to get back in the hunt.
This one's a little difficult. You either have to throw a massive ante shot that comes out or a laser sidearm.
And Dallas threw super quick, so I barely got that one in there. But that is a Moonshine St. Pro that Proctor threw. And that's a nice shot by Daniel.
Scott?
I'm throwing my VIP Stag. I love that disc. It's just hyzer and it does all the work for me. Hyzer enough and went a little too far right, but should give me a look at the putt.
And you're going thumber up the hill.
I think that's the best shot for this hole.
Well, you had a crush. That actually went past the hole.
James, he just hyzered out a little too early.
Oh.
And off the top of the bucket.
If he would have made that, the course would have been roaring. and he just never really had it on that putt. That was unfortunate for Daniel. Here's Dallas.
Okay.
Yeah, just a little low. That was a good, nice layup. And here's Scotty for a 2.
Layup too.
Just didn't give it a good enough chance. I had a little headwind right then. I didn't want to sail too far. My heartbeat was already going with James on his charge, so.
Yeah, you could feel Proctor right behind you.
Oh, yeah.
Now this is a tough shot by Burroughs. A lot of people don't know, but that tree is low hanging, and he has to go underneath it, and he just never had a chance. That's a knee putt, and that's kind of like a local knowledge. And this is a big birdie putt for Ryan.
Yeah.
Nice, Ryan. That's a great putt.
Finally getting a deuce.
Summer paid off.
And you're picking up a stroke on Dallas.
Picking up a stroke on the whole card.
Yeah, so sole possession of third place. And everybody's going to be tapping in for pars except for Daniel, who's going to get a 4. So no lead change on top of the leaderboard, as you're going to see shortly here. Pars across the top, and Ryan with the birdie. So Proctor still down 2 going into hole 15. And here's hole number 15, 300 feet, straight at the basket, through the little window. And this is a fun hole.
Yeah, the tee pad the second round was a little better than the first round. First round, it was really, really slippery.
And Ryan, were you thinking thumber right here, or were you going backhand?
I'm going backhand. Proctor showed me the thumber route the day before, but I like the backhand route. Just get something out there that's overstable and let it work towards the pin.
I think he
That was a little left.
Yeah, I think you went a little left on that one. Here's Proctor.
he's throwing a fusion verdict.
And he goes up and over the hole. Well over the hole.
Yeah, I think there's a little bit of wind going up that valley there. Just kind of lifted his the whole way.
Well, when you're throwing over this hole and over the hole, those are Proctor problems.
And Dallas just parked it.
Yeah, Dallas with a great shot. And Scotty with an opportunity after the Proctor missed throw.
Man, I thought I threw it too far right again, like the first round. But that time it hooked up. That was my verdict. Gave myself a closer birdie putt.
And here's Daniel. And Daniel went just a little bit to the left. And there's the basket. And you can see actually where Daniel went. So Daniel went up by where Proctor was, way up and left of the basket. And Daniel had a nice layup. Here's Proctor for birdie. And he just didn't get it. So Scotty, to pick one up.
This is a big putt.
Got it.
And I got it. That was a pressure reliever right there.
Huge. Yeah, with a fist pump.
Yeah.
There it is. He knows it. So the lead back to 3.
With 3 holes left.
You know, you got 16, 17, and 18 with a 3-shot lead. It's looking pretty good. And here's Ryan. So Ryan and Dallas are neck to neck, and Dallas is right next to the basket. Great putt.
Get the birdie, get 2 in a row.
And there's Proctor for his par, and you can see how close Dallas was. This is his tap-in birdie. And I believe both days in a row he put it right next to the basket. Not a problem. And a nice putt for Burroughs. So 3 birdies on the card, and Scotty has now got a 3-shot lead on Proctor with 3 to go as we go into hole number 16. And we're at hole number 16, 189 feet uphill. It plays more like 220, 225, but it's a tight window. You got trees all around. You can go a couple different ways. And here's Ryan going straight up the middle and catching a rock.
Yeah, this hole played tough. The tee was just mud. All around the tee was mud. footing was not there.
So Dallas skipped up there, and he's got a putt.
Yeah, that was a great shot. Throwing my stag again. Just early released.
Well, you have a putt from that side, but it's still going to be a little bit of an uphill putt. And here's Proctor needing to make something happen.
Oh,
And
really
Heartbreak catches a tree and kicks right. And that's going to be trouble, especially when you're down 3. Needs to make something happen with that shot. And Burroughs catching a tree early, too.
yeah. Proctor's drive a foot lower would have been ace running the hole probably.
See if Burroughs can get a nice up and down from that. It's a tough shot. Normally, when I'm right there, I'm usually doing a knee putt or something because there's so many overhanging branches, and Burroughs puts it close. So here's Proctor. Oh, and no, and Proctor taking an early branch like Ryan said, and he's rolling down the hill, and he still has a tough putt for par. And Ryan, were you just laying up right here?
Giving a little run, nose up, trying to make it, but expecting it free.
And there's a good layup by Proctor, but that looks like he's going to get a 4, and this is for 2 for Scotty.
Yeah, with Proctor tapping in his 4, I just wanted to par that hole.
Yeah, that was a smart move. That was a veteran move. Just lay up, get the par, take the stroke, and you're up 4 with 2 to play.
Yeah.
Dallas got a deuce.
Dallas, nice birdie. Burroughs tapping in.
It's almost the game clincher for me.
Yeah, was it the game changing hole right here?
Oh yeah, had he birdied this hole and gotten back in there with his driving capabilities for hole 18, it would have been different had he parked it.
Yeah, and there it is, the unfortunate bogey for Proctor. And it's now a 4-shot lead with 2 to go as we approach hole number 17, par 3, 246-foot downhill hole. And Dallas shot this so quick that I barely got to hit the button on it. But he actually had a really nice shot, and it rolled closer to the basket. So he's definitely inside the circle for a birdie putt. And here's Ryan.
Throwing the A1, throw it out there, slight hyzer, go back towards the basket.
And nice little roll to the basket.
No, I rolled away from the basket.
I'm throwing my justice here. This is probably one of the easiest shots for me with that disc because it just goes left and parked.
And absolutely parked in. That might be a clincher.
That's icing on the cake.
And Burroughs going straight at it. So no hyzer, just straight as an arrow. That's a nice shot by Burroughs. Aggressive line.
Yeah, Burroughs' drive was the prettiest out of all of us.
And Proctor with a hyzer that just went a little bit to the left. So this is a big putt to try to stay in it.
Nailed it.
And he got it. Huge putt.
Was a little high five to the cameraman.
So that was a big answer, but there's the orange disc. You can see Scotty just right next to the hole.
I think it's red.
Red, orange. they all look the same.
And Ryan really needs this one to stay right there with Dallas.
Skip eater.
And an unfortunate kickoff. And Dallas taking advantage of that and putting it away.
Daniel tapping his 2-putt. Same with me.
So almost a star frame is 4 birdies and Ryan with the par. And you can see that Dallas has now a 1-shot lead on Ryan as we go into the final hole, hole 18, another signature hole at Taylor Mountain, 381-foot monster. And there are all the players high-fiving and congratulating one another. Great sportsmanship and great camaraderie with all the players. Combination of basket beaters from Mendocino County and UFOs from Sonoma County. So,
And some basket cases.
yeah, and here we are. So final hole, and here's Dallas Albright throwing a crush. And he just hung it out a little bit to the left, as you can see it going over the valley. I'm about halfway to the hole, trying to track the shot so you guys can see it in relation to the basket. Here's Scotty throwing one.
Yeah, I purposely just played way left. When I was out here practicing, I threw a couple into the OB off to the right of the basket, so I didn't want that to happen. So.
And here's Proctor, who normally throws an enforcer here, but he actually switched it up and threw his Moonshine St. Pro, and look at where this went. Crushed. Right next to the hole.
Burroughs.
Ridiculous. Proctor problems.
Burroughs was lined a nice shot out there.
Yeah, Burroughs right in the creek. So there is it's not really a creek, but it's like a little ravine that goes right there. And usually you kind of want to get over that. Most of these guys will do it. There might have been a little bit of a wind. But here's Ryan throwing a nice shot out there. Going a little bit to the left.
Yeah, I didn't flip that one up as much as I would have liked.
So here's Scotty for an upshot to just get it in there close.
Yeah, I just needed to put it underneath the basket for the win. Just like that. An ambassador of Latitude 64 takes down a general.
And that's going to just about seal it up because of the lead. And congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
It was a great win, great to watch. The way you attacked the front nine with those 8 birdies in a row. That was pretty fun to watch. And Proctor just finishing it off with a huge birdie.
Yeah. He got that both rounds. He got 2 strokes on me. He probably got 2 strokes on everybody out here.
And here's Ryan to tap in a nice par. But Scotty takes down first with Proctor getting second place after the birdie. And the bogey cost him. And just didn't take opportunity on the last couple of holes here. But really nice birdies for Scotty to close it out. And Dallas is going to actually come all the way back and get third. And Ryan's going to get fourth. And there's Russ congratulating everybody. It was a great round. Thank you guys for letting me come out and film. Just had a blast. And there's the final scorecard. And here's the awards.
Anthony Ragosa. Congratulations. Richie Lopez. Anybody know this guy won X?
No, we don't know him.
Oh, there he is. I thought he went home.
What'd he shoot? 15. What'd he shoot? He cheated.
I've got so many erase marks.
Yeah, come on, man. This is what's been going on here, man. It's not even funny.
You guys shouldn't get the eraser out on those pencils.
He tied Scott and Proctor on his first round.
Yeah, buddy.
Boom!
So that means we would have taken the third and open.
Okay, hey. Excuse me, to be fair, he actually did say that he wanted to win the #1 bag tag last week during the epic storm right here. And it was bad. Did he?
No,
No, he did not.
he is the number 4 tag.
That's right, he did. James Proctor got it, by the way.
Grandmasters.
Oh my gosh, hurry up.
Okay,
Freezing
advanced
cold.
Grandmasters was Joey Spencer.
That's open.
Joey Spencer still here?
We played with him. I still his truck was right here. He took off.
Joey Spencer.
He's got a long drive back to Santa Cruz.
He's a Santa Cruz.
Right here. Kevin Parker.
James Proctor!
Kevin left.
Yeah, first place.
First place, Kevin Proctor!
He left.
He went home.
least I'm walking.
Accept the award.
Steve and I'll take those two. Again, third place.
My hands, yeah, I'm fine here.
The Open Masters, Roger Kansler.
Time.
What?
Getting you guys cold.
Third place.
Roger.
The camera's shaking.
Hey, Roger.
Here's a Lions trophy.
What?
Kevin Troop.
Third?
Give it to Kevin.
Oh, Kevin Drew. You get to have it then.
Well, I'm gonna take the hardwood.
Yeah. Well, that's okay.
What's good? I'll take hardwood.
You're both here. Matt True. Didn't I just give that to him?
No, it was Kevin.
Matt True.
I took second place. That's all I know.
Oh my God!
Second? Yes.
The damn thing.
Good job, Matt.
Kevin Kruger. I didn't know we had a playoff.
First place.
My hands are like frozen to
Big
this.
Open. They're probably all gone. Dallas Albright.
There you go.
Wait.
Dallas.
Not here. Give it to me.
There's Dallas. James Proctor's not here either. James Proctor got second place with a 90, so 93 for Dallas, 90 for Proctor. And the big man of the day,
Oh, the trilogy.
Scott Kile.
Scotty.
Thanks, Pete, for filming us. Looking forward to it. And thanks for your guys' hard work.
Thank you.
Good job, Scotty.
Was it on top of the basket?
Basket, and then I got a par.